Good day. Let's talk. This is Wise Up Africa. When I say Wise Up Africa, it means to wake up. And there's a lot of things to talk about. But my major focus will be about Nigeria. And I will love if other Africa country can use that to compare their own country as well. Because categorically, or let me say, to based on facts, you see that how many Africa country is well organized. And what divides us most? Politics and others. But at the same time, I can tell you that without people, there's nothing like politics. And politicians, they are minor to compare to people, other people who are not involved themselves in politics. And check about it, those that you call politicians, they relate to me and you one way or the other, because at least they came out from one family. And the family they came out from also be among people they rule. So therefore, someone somewhere definitely have somebody in politics. If that is the case, then that means that people of any country that is not organized, they are the major problem of their own country. And Nigeria as a whole, you see, God give us everything we need. I mean everything. When you're talking about country that's supposed to depend on their own, Nigeria is one of them. You see the mineral resources you want to talk about. And even the human resources. We have it. Across the world, everybody want to invest, do their business in Nigeria. But it's very sad that the country that was so blessed with mineral resources, even human resources, people are still suffering. Now, the big question to ask ourselves, what is the major cause of all this? Politicians on one side, people other people who are not involved in politics, they are on one side. Because when you check what is happening, you see that a lot of people blame politicians a lot. But we forget that before politicians, at least there's no way, no matter how you want to rate it, even if you like, say, okay, your vote is not count. There's no way anybody can be in one particular position as it is today without you guys vote for them. So you can say, okay, maybe it's not all your vote they count, but you must vote. So that's why if you want good things to happen in our nation, everybody need to change our mindset. Because you out there, many people, they won't vote for the right people. Because we, citizens, or let me say voters, we are the one that creating this problem. Imagine we have politicians and we don't demand money from them before we vote for them. We're all human beings. And every human being that is still with the right sense have something they call consent. Because when you do something wrong, Your mind will tell you. That's why God give us brain. And God already analyzes that anybody that is still with right sense, anytime God is talking, especially either in the Quran or Bible, he always points that I'm talking to somebody who is still with right sense. So anybody with right sense in Nigeria will know that we have a lot of things. And before the politics, there must be a human being. And this is what a lot of people lost. You want good things to happen in your community, in the nation, and you keep on demanding money from politicians before you can vote for them. You forget that voting, it is your right, it is your duty. So imagine we stop demanding money from these people before we can vote for them. So definitely we must see the best out of them. Now I will tell you the reason why this will happen. I will tell you the reason why we will see the best out of them is that, in Nigeria, for example, it's either you rule for 4 years or 8 years. So imagine we voted for somebody for 4 years and the person misbehaved. And meanwhile, we voted for the person without demanding for anything. When we are talking about vote rights, also people who are in charge of either INEC or whatever they call it, they also need to perform their own duty because it started from there. If we don't demand, in Nigeria, we don't need to deceive ourselves. People love doing things, not free. Let me say, no free work in Nigeria. Yes, because when you are seeking help from somebody, the first thing that they will put to you is that what do you have? Do you have anything to put on the table? So that means that do you have anything in exchange? So the moment as far as if you continue doing this, then we are not ready. Because we are shouting now, some of the youths keep on shouting that okay, those old men, they want to chase them away. And the same youth, when you are talking about those that inform themselves in criminal, a lot of involve themselves in criminal acts, you will be finding youth there. Talking about internet fraud, youth, there are many. Talking about drugs, youth, there are many. Talking about kidnappers, youth, there are many. Mention it. And now, is it the same youth that want to take over a nation? That is the big question. Now, the same youth, they don't want to start from the grassroots. Before you can take over, those big men or old men that you see today, some of them have sacrificed a lot before you can see them in that position. It's not that they started today. So, for a youth who is ready, who is sincere to himself or herself, if you want to do something, you need to start from grassroots. But you will see them, they never even be a councillor, local government chairman, dominate a state house of assembly, dominate a national assembly, and so on and so forth before you talk about president. But almost all the youths, they want to be a president. Now, automatically think about it. When they get this power, they may likely even do worse more than the people that you are talking about. Because it's not an excuse that because country is not okay, so therefore that is the major reason why you involve yourself in a crime. That is not an excuse. Because the big question to ask is that, is it only you? The answer is no. Is it an excuse for you to collect, demanding for money before you can support any politicians? The answer is no. So we, people who are not even involved themselves in politics, who are not the politicians, they are the ones that cause a lot of problems. I said it that imagine we vote without demanding money from any politicians. Just think how things will be. Just think how it will look. Because these people, because they pay a lot of money to you guys. That's why they believe that the first thing to do is to make sure they recover their money. And they may recover that money for the period of, let me say, 1 to 3 years, 2 years. So just 2 years left for them to do work. They will use that the remaining 2 years to attend to the party member who support them, but not for free. They support them based on they want to collect something from them. So imagine even a lot of people who have a brother, uncle, or family member in politics, especially when they hold one particular position, they keep on disturbing that person, demanding for money. If you demand for, or you ask your brother or your uncle who are in the politics to help you get a job, fine, there's nothing wrong about it. But demanding for money, they will see the person as a source of income. So the person will be bringing money to them. And this set of people will still outside there talking that government is not doing fine. I mean, when you have a brother, in fact, if they have a brother who are in politics, maybe even as low as chairman, councillor of local government, as low as councillor, if you be a councillor in Nigeria and you did not build a house, 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, you didn't build any house, you don't even have any property, they will be looking at you as a fool because they expect you to make a lot of money. After all, they will say it's national cake. Now, if we have this kind of mentality, tell me, how are we going to improve? How are we going to make our nation to be better? So that's why sometimes I keep on saying this. It's good to blame somebody. But, to make a nation so great, everybody have your impact. And as a Nigerians, your impact started by fought during campaign. You guys should stop demanding something. If they call about 100 people for campaign, if we don't give at least giving them something, even though as low as maybe polo cap, then giving them maybe 1,000 naira, I bet you nobody will support you. They will not even answer you. Because these guys know, these politicians, they know all this. And that is why they make sure they acquire money. They make sure that they get all this money before they can come to people. Because you can't come to Nigerian people with empty hand. Nobody will answer you. Nobody. Even Peter Obi that we are talking today, those that support Peter Obi, they don't support him just with empty hand. They support him with money. Because people they want to gather, people they want to confuse, they have to include money. So in Nigeria, we make money so important to the extent that it above everything. And that's why you see on social media, those that we expect to be a role model, that we expect to lead youth in the right path. But they don't do that. They keep on misleading them. And that's why somebody can go on social media, spray money. Somebody will go on social media, arrange money on the table, showcase money on social media. Now, tell me, what are you practicing? Indirectly, those who don't have, you are making them to feel somehow. So if you are making money, why can't you just keep it to yourself? Must you go on social media and start showing that you have money? I mean, why some of them even live a fake life. So even Somebody, if you have up to 1 million followers, automatically some of them will even proud that I have 1 million followers. And 1 million followers that you have, instead of leaving them, leave them right, you keep on misleading people. And those mumu who they follow you also, they follow you based because you have more followers. They follow you based on because they believe that anything where you talk, that's so you be. If somebody is not full, because you are following somebody now, so therefore you believe everything where the person talk. Is it not in this same Nigeria that we see a lot of drama? Somebody will be claiming that they have this, they have that. And at the end of the day, when you see the person in real life, you don't even have anything. So, and that is why you, as a youth, know the kind of person you follow. And if you follow a person, don't follow them like a mumu. Don't follow them like a mumu. Because we are talking about youth want to take over power from this old people. So it's not something that we are looking at ahead of looking at 2027 election. So as a youth that want to take over from those old people, I expect you by now start your campaign. Going to grassroots, meeting people, let them know the major, the fact about that, about for them not to demanding money before they can vote for somebody. So these are the things. You keep on telling them the right thing. Let them know the importance of don't collect money before you can vote. Vote is your right. When you vote right, definitely it will impact on you and your family. And then the whole community, our nation will be great. But we left that. Even the youth that we are talking about now, they are looking after money. Just like what I mentioned. Check the internet fraud. A lot of youth, even as low as 18 years, they started doing internet fraud. Checking about drugs, you see youth there. Even the sachet alcohol that recent government did, some people talk about it in the National Assembly that they should suspend those sachet alcohol. Just imagine you see the way people are taking, those sachet alcohol. And they see that, okay, because it's affordable. That's why a lot of people get access to it and just buy it. They buy it like they buy chewing gum. Because it's something that's very cheap. So, but we don't know that the negative impact this contribute to our society. There are some things we don't need to accept in our nation. If you want country to develop, if you go to other countries that develop today, all these things that we practice, they don't practice it. They don't even allow it. Even social media that tell everybody just go there and start abusing somebody, they regulate it. You can't there are some things you can't say on social media. It's either they get you arrested or they block you. But in Nigeria, we talk anyhow, we abuse everything. So, and that's why when the way things going on in Nigeria today, just recent now, we all see what happened about the way they bring a weapon into our country. Now, the question we need to ask ourselves, who is importing, those gun or let me say weapon? Because it look like, are we fighting war here? Because the way they keep on importing a lot of weapon, are we talking about fake drugs? And a lot of things that youth, so-called youth that want to take over government and involve themselves. Out of 100, just hardly you will see 5%. That is where behave themselves. Many people, they involve in drugs, they involve, do a lot of things. So now that kind of people, they want to take over government. Una never ready. Una never ready. So if you want to take over government from old people, and don't forget that the same you that want to take over government from somebody today that is called old people, don't forget, in the next 20 to 30 years, you will also become old. And that's why, to me, that is not even the major problem. Because if somebody old, young, in as small the person can perform. So old or young, that one not be issue. The major issue is that let people stop demanding money. Demanding money before they can vote, or demanding money before they can support somebody. We need to check. If I come out today that I want to become politician, local government chairman, kindly check my background. What thing I don't contribute to the community, even to that local government that I want to be their chairman. What thing I don't contribute. You can do this without even consult the person. You can meet people. If it's somebody that is well known in that community, then you should be able to find out one or two things about the person. So from there, you inform your people. Let them know that good things that have already, came out from this particular person and how it can deliver. So it's not that I want to vote for you, then the next thing you say, bring money. So when the person bring money, so somebody that give you money, what do you expect? So when they get into power, the first thing to do is to recover those money. And that's why it's very difficult to see somebody who will be a good leader in our nation. Just imagine any politician that you see doing fantastic way, you see that is performing his own duty. You know that that person is either people just vote for him based on the way maybe something that is already done when he's not even in politics, or based on how they like that particular person. So you see that kind of person, the person will also free to do the work because he believes that if I don't perform, next time, since people are not demanding money from me and I did not pay anybody before I get into power, so the person will be thinking of make sure he perform, he perform his own best, so that in order to get another chance, because you know that immediately you fail, that is gone. So my topic, my major focus here is that we should stop demanding money before you can vote for somebody. As a citizen, you have your own impact. One of your own impact is to make sure from 2024 now, we have about 5 or 20 candidates that is contesting for president, then kindly let us do the findings. If you are in one particular party, maybe APC, PDP, any party you will find yourself, don't follow them like moron. You understand? Don't follow them like moron. Always do the best. Find out. If you are in politics, you are APC, somebody give you money, you can still collect the money and still do the right thing. So that all this for us to have a good nation. Because anything that is happening to Nigeria, forget either you rich or poor, it will affect you one way or the other. Now, even some place that those so-called politicians that they're supposed to use a vehicle, they can't. They can't. Because using, plane to travel every time, it's risky. It's risky. So, even though travel by road also risky, but plane, it's risky. Because any incident that occur from two or air, it's gone. Completely gone. So let us do the right thing. When we do the right thing, definitely. Good example of doing the right thing is what happened in the last election. Peter Obi, a lot of people call him that social media, he has social media followers. Most of his followers is not real. But he proved to them that it's real. During the election, we all see what happened. We saw it. It's something that is eyesore. It's something that everybody see it. People support this guy just voluntarily. They support him based on the love they have for him. So, and we all see what happened. Very close. Close. Even some of them that believe that he cannot get anything, they see what happened and they were surprised. So that is what, when you do the right thing, forget all those ones. We can't take over power from anybody by fighting, by quarrel, by violence. It's not possible. You can't do that. If you do that, it's either it ends, it will not end well. So, but with strategy, you collect it. Just imagine last time, during 2023 election, this man, most of the followers, let's say, because to me, what happened, why APC win is that, let's say Peter Obi, Atiku, both of them, they are in the same party and they agree everything. Then people now support this guy based on how they supported him in the last election. Forget, they will defeat the APC. They will defeat APC. Hands down. So that is it. That is pure how elections supposed to go, how things supposed to go. People will support you when you do the right thing. And people that want to support, don't let us not support somebody because he has money. Let's check back. What think this person don't offer? So that is how to rate something before you can say, okay, let me support this particular person. So I think when we do this, we will get it well. But those of you that you always love to be, taking drugs, drinking alcohol, do a lot of bad things. You see, they say all days for the thieves, one day for the other. You know, all these things, apart from somebody will caught you, just think about it. Smoking, they've already write it on the carton that is not good. By doing this, you can die young, it can damage your liver, it can give you cancer. They name a lot of things. So why people doing it? Maybe it's only they can answer. So I don't know why people don't follow their lives. And this is what is happening in Nigeria because a lot of people, they said there's a lot of people who they don't already die, said they just work for it. How many people? And most of them, they don't even do medical checkup. So we should stop damaging our lives. And when something happens, they keep on blaming government. We need to put some things in place. Stay away from drugs. You keep on alcohol, that those sachets that you guys are taking, it's chemical and it has nothing to offer you. So we should stay away from this because most of the things those young guys take, it's what make them to misbehave. And we all see what is happening, what they cause in the community, in the society. So let us be a good citizen. That is the only way we can succeed. That is the only way we can achieve our aim. That is the only way we can achieve that, okay, we want to take over from old people. So you need to be a good citizen. When you be a good citizen, then the next thing to do is to make sure you can, even within your community, you can gather people. To be popular, now very simple something. You just do the right thing. You know what in your community need. If you have money, you can go there. Just do it voluntarily. Without demanding for it. Do it for like 2 to 3 years. Before you know, people know you. And that is how politics starts. So you start from local government, down, then you go gradually process. Before you know, you get to talk. Because if you want to contest, maybe you don't start from local government. Then in the next 6 years, if you want to contest for local government, State of House of Assembly, if you want to contest, people will quickly go back to what you have already done. That, this guy is doing this, you have done that. So before you know, people will, you have already know. And that is how politics starts. But you can't just wake up today now. Nobody even know you. You never even contribute anything. You just want to become president. Just like that. No be so.